Hi, it's Chris Diamond, the founder of DoubleTimeToday.com. Have you ever had this experience where the time flew because you loved what you're doing, but you didn't have any sense of time whatsoever? Time usually flies when we're not doing the right things in a long-term perspective, but it gives us pleasure right now in the moment. That's why we experience a sense of false accomplishment when we're in the moment of pleasure. However, if we aim better at our activities that are going to give us long-term fulfillment rather than short-term gain, we are going to notice how things are going more smoothly along the way. That's because if time speeds by for us, usually that's a sign that things are not going well for us in the long run. Sometimes we want to sacrifice short-term pleasure for a long-term fulfillment. Short-term gain means doing things from which you derive pleasure right now at the moment. Being with friends, partying, hanging out, and so on. That's a short-term gain, but it doesn't have any long-term fulfillment. If you want to aim better your activities so that your time doesn't go by so quickly, here's what you have to do about it. Number one, always think long-term. That's where you think of the future, perhaps 2, 3 to 5 years ahead. That's a critical ability to know where you want to go and eventually figure out a process to get there. I heard a recent quote from Marshall Bruce Mathers, who is a very famous rapper known as Eminem, and the quote goes like this: "You can do anything you set your mind to." Number two, plan your work and work your plan. You always want to schedule the important tasks. However, you don't want to stick too closely to a strict plan. Allowing some flexibility in planning is key. You want to be spontaneous and doing things that are going to move you toward the direction you want to go. But if you only plan the important tasks and then working that plan, implementing what you have in mind, you're going to reach a certain level of accomplishment. And that's what we want to achieve to get the job done. That's because progress is inevitable when you complete tasks and projects that are important to you. Number three, sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term gain. This may be quite difficult since we can't get around the idea that everybody else is having fun, but you stay at home or you stay at your office and doing what is important to you. However, the long-term gain is way more fulfilling than a short-term pleasure. That's because when you invest for your future, you plant a seed that can grow tomorrow. When you invest in the moment, it eats up all the seeds that you have, and you don't get any chance for them to grow later. Number four, if things are taking too long or too slow, you must have done something right. Good things always take more time. There's no such thing as instant results unless you do the work. People who get instant results have been doing this for years, building structures, systems around their businesses, and of course they can get instant results based on the work that they had done years ago. Perhaps months or even years of work to get to that point. Before you do this, you want to plant a seed first and then let it grow, simply because if the seed grows, you can get many fruits out of that tree every single season. After this point is reached, there is no limit to what you can achieve as long as you take care of your garden. The seed you plant today brings the fruits of tomorrow. The fruits from that tree can bring even more seeds to the garden, letting other seeds to grow in the same garden. This garden is owned by you, and you get to choose who gets the fruits later. If you really need more details on what I'm talking about here, subscribe to my free time management tips newsletter so I can give you some more follow-ups from me to get more advanced training on the topic. Thanks for stopping by. That was Chris Diamond.